You know what's funny is I was sitting there kind of relaxing last night, and I was going on TikTok, and um, I got up and I went to the bathroom. Then I came back and uh, went to go open the app again, and it was banned. Which, I mean, obviously was kind of expected, but I didn't know it was going to be like right then and there. I thought it was actually going to be today at some point. Like when I woke up this morning, it would just not be there. Uh, so that was just kind of interesting. I debated to maybe start uploading on Instagram, YouTube, and I think I'm gonna make this and upload in different places, um, just to kind of keep my presence out there. If TikTok does come back, I think I'll still want to upload there. And I've always talked about doing more long form content on YouTube, and that's what I'd really want to do. And also, you know, I've always really wanted to do a podcast. And I think sometimes the conversations that me and my friends have, when we're talking about movies or wrestling, TV shows, like, it's just as good as like the conversations you would have these guys have on there. And the experience a listener would have, I think, would be positive. But I know it's can't do a one to one. Take those phone conversations or in-person conversations and put them in online and have it make sense. So you would have to impose a little structure. So I'm well aware of all that, and invest in some sort of hosting, things like that nature. But that's what I would like to do. I have a home office. I would have the space to make a studio, should I choose to do that. It's just getting up and doing it. And that's been the whole problem with a lot of stuff with me is, 44, and I had all these ideas of things I was going to do, and I never do them because I'm always busy doing work or doing the family stuff, which, is a big part of what I want out of life is the time with my family. But I also, if I could somehow start making, content, I feel like I would have more time for family. I know some others, that's all they do, and they're out there on the road, and they're, doing a lot of stuff and a lot of time, and they're treating it like a real job. And so it would just replace my job, but I still feel like if I just was home for the majority of that time, like work, I would still have that family time that I love so much. So finding that happy medium between putting your all into a project, a work project, even if it's something you really enjoy, but being able to do it on your time, I think it's still better than having to go to a place and do what somebody else wants you to do for the 10 hours a day or 8 hours in some people's cases. 8-hour work day has never been an option for me. I've always had to work jobs that was 10-hour work days or more. I would miss my little walks, but nothing says that I couldn't do my little walks. So I noticed that I say a lot, and I'm really trying to break myself of that habit when I'm talking, and I say the ums and then I think of my next point. My brain doesn't work like whereas I just have all this things I want to say lined up and then it just goes. I have to think about stuff beforehand. I had a speech delay when I was a child. I did not talk until I was 4 years old. And see, there it is again. Whatever my mind wants to say does not communicate with my mouth fast enough. It's just weird how things like that, where some people know how to talk from the early age, and then they just never shut up. Whereas somebody like me, it's kind of a job to talk, and it's a labor. In other words, purposely trying to just use the time that I have to make this longer video than anything I've really done before. And the thing about TikTok was it was usually consumed in like these 30-second or 1 minute clips of things, and then they're done, and you go on to the next one, and you can consume hundreds of those a day, and you don't have to think about them too much, and you don't have to invest much of your life into a particular video or creator, because 30 seconds another one's coming up, and you follow who you want to follow, therefore, and that's the kind of thing about that type of social media that's better than I guess some other forms. I always kind of enjoyed it just for the sheer fact I could follow science fiction stuff. Wrestling obviously is a big thing on there, and I tried to filter out the stuff I really didn't care for as much as possible using the tools they provided, and to try to make that experience exactly what I wanted it to be. And so I guess that's why I liked it so much. And now, but the content I was myself making was not something that I would have probably followed, except for I do like when it's just a dude talking about stuff he likes, which is, I guess that's what I try to be. But yeah, so about to end this, about to be at my destination. Could not find my Pacers beanie this morning, so I had to wear this one. I don't know where it went. Chances are I just took it off and laid it down, but I did not see it this morning. Yeah, so this is the beginning of a new series, new type of content for me. A little bit longer, maybe harder to invest in, but I think over time the people that do invest will be happy with what they get. This is not a sample of that. It's just the start of it. Okay, just so you know. Yeah, have a good day.